Yeah. Oh my God. As soon as I logged on this morning, I'm like, who the hell is riding around on is like that a forklift? I don't even know what's happening. But I'm like, no, that is some dedication right there. That is some like extreme dedication when somebody is like literally rolling around at work right now. And Sierra, you're like, what's happening? Is this like like a real working Zoom? I was like, what is going on? Wow, that's dedication. But that just proves that y'all can get on these Zooms from anywhere, anywhere. Just put your headphones in and take a listen because you don't know what you're gonna pick up. And even if you're kind of sidetracked a little bit, it is what it is, right? But one, you might be able to pick up a little something. So gosh, that's so cool. Um, so for how just out of curiosity, I like to ask when I get on, um, when I'm hosting the morning Zoom, I like to ask, and I apologize, my camera's not on, you guys, but it's pitch black in here. So, my sister's here. She's here from Ohio. She came to Arizona, and she is sleeping. And it's pitch black. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to see me anyways, but I always like to start off when I'm hosting in the morning asking if we have anybody new on the Zoom. If you're new, like you're joining a morning Zoom for the first time, let us know in the chat. I'm just curious. I like to see if we're getting some new folk on. How did I do that? Okay. And also if maybe you're not new, but you're new to this Zoom. Like to see if we have any. Oh, yay. All right, cool. Cool beans. Um, Melissa, sweet. Okay. One,
You got a lot of OGs on today, Lisa.
I guess so. Ruth. Okay, Ruth. Yeah, that's all right. All right. Okay. Yes, to the Zoom, not to throw. That's okay. There's people, like I think every Monday I get on here, there's always somebody that's like, where'd this morning Zoom come from? We've been doing it for a hot minute now, but um, it's such a good way to start your day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So spread the word. Um, let your new people know it's going on. I mean, that's one of the first things I do when I sign a new promoter is I give them a list with links of the Zooms that take place because fortunately, we have the same link for our Thursday night Zoom, our Tuesday day Zoom, leadership Zoom, and our morning Zooms. So, you can't mess it up. If you save the link, you can give it to new people. And, I always let them know what's happening. But if you are, since you are new, I mean, most of you aren't, but that's okay. We do a gratitude right now. So you will pros out there. I know you already know the drill. Grabbing a pen, a piece of paper, um, or hopefully you've invested in a gratitude journal. Um, Definitely a good business investment that's also a write-off. Um, Hopefully y'all are grabbing your gratitude journal right now and you are writing down those 5 to 7 things over the last 24 to 48 hours that um that you're grateful for. Think outside the box and really don't just be grateful for the obvious things, but what are some things that have happened that you're like, man, I'm super super thankful for that in life. I mean, because even if the worst days, man, I've had some doozies. I think we've all had doozies in life. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to dig, sometimes a little bit hard to find something you're grateful for, especially when you got a shit ton going on. But if you dig, you can usually think of something, right? And starting your day out with gratitude, there's nothing better than that. Nothing better than that. And it's pretty hard to have, well, it's pretty hard to like continue your day in a bad way when you're starting it out thinking these things in my life I have no matter what's going on. I'm grateful for them. So hopefully, you guys, since you know the drill, you've been writing out your things. And of course, every week I always say if you want to share in the chat with us something that you're grateful for. I see we already got our old pros knowing they're putting in the chat what they're grateful for. If you want to share something with us in the chat, it's totally up to you. If it's private, that's cool, but if you want to share a little something with us, go for it. I love reading them. Um, I know I'm grateful for my sister that came into town. I haven't seen her in a year, like literally. Trying to think of it. Yeah, I think it's been about a year since she was here last. And all my family lives in, well, for most of my family still lives in Ohio. um, Ohio, Florida, Indiana, that area. They're all East Coasters. I was the only one that moved over to the West Coast. So I don't see my family a ton. Um, when I moved here, I was like, oh my gosh, there's palm trees. Um, my backyard is the bomb. I'm just gonna have them visit me all the time. Yeah, that it just doesn't happen. I'm like, once a year is not cutting it. However, I have had quite a few friends that have moved out this way. Once they have come and visit, they're like, okay, I need to make that happen. Um, I was either gonna move to Florida or Arizona, one of the two. And literally Florida was happening. Like I was going to be a Floridian. I think that's the terminology. I was about to go there. That's about to be my new home. And I actually was in my last business and signed somebody that was like a total rock star out here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And I flew out to help them and I fell in love immediately. I was like, okay, wait a second. Put on the brakes. I think I'm about to move to Arizona instead. No humidity, no bugs. Yeah, I'm in. Um, y'all, who knows Florida? Y'all ever heard of no seams? Like, there's got to be somebody on here that knows about the no seams. Like, they literally have bug spray in Florida called no seam spray. You all, okay? They love my pheromones. My whole body gets covered with those damn bites. Like, and they only itch at night or in the dark or something. So it's the weirdest thing ever in the world. They are the devil. Am I like they are the devil? For some reason, I'm that girl that literally gets bit up by mosquitoes, bugs. Like there'll be like 50 people around me. They're like, "What are you talking about? I'm not getting bit by nothing." And I'm like, literally dying because bugs just love me. Like they love me. Um, and so when I came to Arizona, I'm like, dude, I would rather see a scorpion every now and then. And that's another thing I'm grateful for today. My bug person's coming out and they are about to spray. And I thought scorpions were going to be an issue. Like before I moved out to Arizona, I just pictured scorpions everywhere. I literally think maybe in the 6 years I've been in Arizona, I've seen a scorpion in my house a handful of times. But crickets, y'all, there's a real cricket issue up here. Okay. Like last summer, I told people I feel like I'm camping out. That is how many crickets were in my damn house. I felt like I was literally outside in a tent camping. Okay. So I am super grateful for the bug guy that's about to come and spray inside and outside of my house because I already had a damn cricket fall out of the sky, literally out of the sky. I don't know if this cricket came in through a damn vent. They literally can find their way. The bug guy told me a cricket can get through like a space the size of like nothing, thin as a credit card. He said any crack, the like crickets will. Anyways, I would rather see a scorpion than a damn cricket. Just being for reals, because I'm not kidding you. People would stay the night at my house and they were like, dude, what is up with the crickets? Like that's a real problem when you have people come fly into town, stay at your house, and they're like, the next day I couldn't sleep because of the crickets in your house. Like, and I have a really nice house, but it is not so nice when you got crickets dropping on your head while you're taking a shit in the morning. Just being real, because they come in through the vents. So that's my life, and that's what I'm grateful for um, this week. And I just thought I'd share my two little things that I'm super grateful for: my sister and the bug guy. Um, so we're gonna move on from you guys, is it not? Seriously, the little things, right? It's the little things in life. I'm gonna go, and that's one of my favorite things about gratitude journal too, is you can kind of look back and go, okay, this is the stuff in my life that was going on at the time. I want to know 50 years, I'll be able to smile and look back and think about that cricket that fell on my head while I was taking my morning poo poo. Like, I will be able to remember that. So seriously, you guys, it's so important to keep track and be able to have that to look back on and just see how your life has transformed and different things happening. And it's just so cool. So moving on to Lavelle news. Okay, I got to know in the chat, who is going to conference? Who am I about to meet for the very first time or see and rekindle a love affair? Who am I about to see at conference this week? I am so stinking excited. Um, and y'all got team members going. I remember, you guys, my first conference that I ever went to in network marketing, it was me and like four other people from my team. Like, that was it. It was like me and four people. My next one, it was like me and 50. My next one, it was like me and 100. My next one, it was me and 500. My next one, it was me and 1,000. Like, it's so cool because when you go to conference, you really see how your team is growing and multiplying. And it's the ticket, man. I swear, getting to conference and getting people to go with you, that is the coolest thing ever, because once you get to a conference, most people don't quit after that. They like see the vision. You get around that many like-minded people that fill your cup and have the same goals and dreams and aspirations that support you, and you catch the vision and you hear the stories and the tips. Something happens in a person and they never miss another one, but they make sure they bring people with them next time. Like, they just make it a must for their team because they know how powerful they can be. um so we've got quite a few of you, it looks like, in the chat that are like, I'm gonna be there. It's your first time. What to expect? Well, you can expect chaos, fun. If you are traveling by yourself, there's a lot of people that I cannot believe how many people it's the first time on an airplane, or it's their first time, going to something. There's so many people that they're kind of scared. They're like, oh my God, I'm going to do this. And I don't know any of these people. I met them on Zooms. I talked to my people through chats on Facebook. We did a FaceTime, but I have not actually met these people in person and spent actual time with them. So, there's a lot going on. And some of you might be a little bit nervous. You're wondering, well, how's this going to go down? Honestly, you guys, I don't care if you are coming straight by yourself. If you're anxious and nervous, do not be, because everyone, I think the coolest thing about Lavelle conferences, especially since I've been with network marketing and I was with one other company, I have something to compare it to. And like the conferences I used to go with my last company, everybody wore name tags and their rank. So you walked around and you knew, oh, that person's the top of the rank, or this person's this rank, or this person achieved this. Where with Lavelle, y'all, we're a sea of patches. Like, nobody wears special name tags, saying what their rank is. Nobody feels above anyone else. I mean, you could be standing next to somebody in line to grab a Coke and you're talking to them and they could be a millionaire. Like, you don't know. And Nobody is stuck up. Nobody makes anybody feel uncomfortable. It's totally casual and amazing. Um, a couple tips: dress casual during the day. Totally, jeans, a t-shirt. That's usually what I wear. But it is cold as all hell. Well, in the past, it has been in the conference center. So I always bring a sweatshirt or a sweater because, yeah, like when I say cold, I'm always cold. Okay. People make fun of me. It'll be like 120 degrees in Arizona and I got a robe on and slippers walking around outside while people are in the actual pool. Okay. I have a, when I say I run cold, I run cold. But everyone else. Like, I'm not just saying this from my perspective. Most people, even my people that run hot, are like, dude, it's cold. So, unless they change something drastically, I'm expecting it to be chilly in the conference center. So, definitely bring a sweater or a sweatshirt and have a notebook or a pen with y'all. Have something with you to jot down notes in case, somebody's speaking, any of the trainers, or you pick up something you want to remember. Make sure that you oh, this. So Thursday, y'all, I bought everybody a gift, okay? And like, just it's my favorite thing because there's so many of you that I have not gotten to meet in person. I see you on Zooms. I see your names constantly, and I am super excited. Like, my favorite thing in the world is just getting to meet people. And every year conference is a place where I try to I always usually have a gift and I try to meet up with each person there to at least give you a big old hug, get a photo if you want. I used to feel stupid saying that because I'm like, who the hell would want a photo with me? But I've learned that people do. I have no idea why, but y'all, that some of you do, right? And that's the thing too is, don't well, before I go on to that next subject, but because you know me, y'all, I squirrel. I'll be talking about one thing, the next thing you know, it's like I'm talking about something else. So hopefully you guys pick up the golden nuggets from me. But I better say it before I forget it. Whatever you do, this is an opportunity for you to pick people's brains that you look up to, or that inspire you, or encourage you. This is a time for you not to be shy. Like, I promise you, you are not bugging anybody. If you want to grab yourself a photo, ask. If you want to pick somebody's brain, ask them. If you want to sit down with somebody, like, dude, this is part of it. Like, this is your opportunity to do it. Don't be that person that gets home and is like, dang it. I saw Lisa 5 times and I was too afraid to go over and say something. Why, y'all? Like, I promise you, I mean, we've already talked about it. I poop every morning too, y'all. My bedroom is a hot mess. I have kids that just are not even normal. The other day I said, y'all hurry up and act normal. I literally said it to my kids. Somebody was coming over to the house to do an inspection, and I was like, everybody needs to hurry up and act normal. So that I got some messed up kids if I got to actually remind them to act normal. Um, but it's like, seriously, don't leave there going, I was too afraid to, or yeah, these are just people. Everybody started with the same 400 kit. Some people just have been in longer, stayed more consistent, and they just got more lucky than you at this point. Like, they ran into their two right people that took them to 200K or 80K, or like, people do not have anything, that you do not have besides time and consistency on you. So do not feel that you can't ask a question, you're inadequate, or if you really wanted to meet somebody you didn't say anything like that. No, don't go home with regrets. But make sure Thursday, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be coming to the team page and I am going to let you guys know where, because I'm gonna get there Thursday and I'm gonna scope out and figure out a location. It's probably gonna be at the Omni Summit somewhere. Now, previously, Like last year, I did it that's not last year because we didn't have it because of COVID, but the year before that, I at the hotel I stayed at, there was an area outside at the top of the hotel where everybody could come between certain hours and meet. Like there were other 200Ks there. You could get pictures. You could get your gift from me. It was like an open house. Now I realize a lot of y'all don't even arrive till Friday. Listen, you can't come to whatever the thing is Thursday, whatever I figure out, it is what it is. You can try to though. I think it'll probably be a window from like between the hours of 5 and 8. Meet. It's an open house type of thing. Come, grab your team, get your gift, grab some photos. However, if you do not get there, y'all, we got Friday, we got Saturday, we're going to see each other at some point, whether it's at the cocktail party, whether it's out and about, whether it's just at the conference center. I'm going to have gifts with me. Just come up to me and be like, Lisa, I've got 5 people with me on my team, and I'll give you 5 gifts and you can give it to them. So we'll get it all figured out. But I am so excited for those of you that this is your first time ever going to a conference. I got to be honest, there is nothing like someone's first time. Like, that kind of sounded, it's your first time. That kind of sounded like it had to do with sex, and it does not. But I love it when it's somebody's first time because you never forget it, just like your first time. Okay. You don't ever forget your first time at conference. Like, there's something special about it. And once you get to one, and y'all know what I'm talking about on here. How many of you guys have been to conference in the past with Lavelle? If you've been to a Lavelle conference in the past, I'm talking about the big one in Dallas, or maybe one year they had it in New Orleans. Um, oh, it's Katie Sue. See, what y'all, please share in the chat if you've got a tip you want to share. Go for it. Something you want to share about, something. But I'll tell you what, everybody on here is going to agree with me that there is nothing like your first time. There's just something magical about it. And once you go to your first one, you will not miss another one. And here's the other thing, those of you guys that just could not make it, there's many reasons. I've got a lot of people that can't come from Canada because they've locked down Canada again. It's a weird time and it sucks. Or you just could not for the life of you get off work. It was impossible. Sometimes life happens. Don't beat yourself up over it. But guess what? We are going to keep you updated. Stay tuned. Keep your eyes locked to the team pages because there's going to be your leaders posting, people posting, letting you know anything new that's happening, anything new they talk about, anything that comes out or is introduced. Don't worry, we will keep you updated through the weekend. Promise, promise, promise. We are not going to let you feel like obviously there's nothing we can do. And we always do a recap Zoom too. So know that like I take very good notes while I'm there. And then what I try to do is that very next week on Thursday, after conference, I always do a Zoom and I have guests on that were at the conference and I have them share their aha moments and stories. So we do our best to try to bring conference to those that can't come, but obviously there is nothing like actually getting to an actual conference. And you guys can already see in the chats, we have so many of our awesome leaders sharing, why it's so important to get there and what you can expect a little bit and their little tips and tricks for you while you're there. But yeah, conference. It's end of the month, y'all. Moving on. We literally have what, 4 days left? Is there 30 or 31 days in this month, y'all? I don't even know. Like, I still can't believe it's April, the end of April. It's crazy. Okay, so yeah, we've got 4 days left. 4 days left in the month. Just out of curiosity, you don't have to know how to talk to make $1 million. You don't have to know how to do anything, trust me. Um, so I got to ask you guys out of curiosity in the chat, how many of you are on here and genuinely pushing for a bonus before the end of this month with the last 4 days that are left? And let us know which one too. That way we can all say a little prayer up to the Lord up above. Hello, please help these people get their bonuses. You know, it, it a lot can happen, y'all. I mean, that's what I don't want you to do is count yourself out, because I talked to so many people last month that literally on the last day had no idea the entire month that they were going to promote, and on the last day they just made the decision and they got almost double the volume that they did the entire month. It's so crazy what happens once you make a mental decision. And it's so nuts how mental this business is. Like it truly is about deciding and then action and letting go of all those doubts and fears that you have that you're always letting creep in and ruin it for your asses. Like, how many of you guys are letting doubt and fear creep in and ruin it for you? Stop it, stop it, stop it. At the end of the day, I mean, here's the bottom line. If you get to 12 o'clock midnight, PM Eastern or AM Eastern on the 30th, which will then at that point be the first, and you can look in the mirror and know that this entire bonus season, since they were announced in January till now, or since, if you're new, since you started in Lovell, if you can look in that mirror and know that you did what you could, you literally didn't make excuses. You worked it when you could. You worked it extra because it was bonus season. You tried with all your might, with all your heart. You gave it a good go. Then you've got nothing to be disappointed about. And, know that, because, bonuses are awesome. They're sweet, great. You know what I mean? I'm happy for those people on here that have grabbed one already. Now it's that game of maintaining it, and that can be hard. You know what I mean? Uh, don't be down on yourselves, guys, if you don't maintain a bonus for a month or two. If you were able to grab any of the bonuses during this time and you go lose it for a couple months, so what? The fact that you earned it when there's thousands that wish they did, and you even have the opportunity to grab it back and work hard and do that. That's huge, right? I mean, that's absolutely huge. And just know too that it is very, very, very common for people to grab a bonus and lose it the next month. So if you're one of those people on here going, yeah, I got one and then I lost it already, like I'm not going to regain it back. Listen, that's common. It's nothing you're doing wrong. What happens is a bunch of people, the month that you got your bonus, a bunch of people were on fire, and therefore they signed a bunch of promoters, and those promoters ordered packs. Well, all that volume has to be filled in, because all those $400, they're gone the next month, right? It's only good for 1 month. So you've got to be able to fill now all that volume in with either brand new promoters, which most people probably went through their network that they were currently working on the month you did the bonus, and now they're planting those seeds and building up the network again. Or B, you've got to sign customers to fill in all that missing volume. So it is super, super common for a person to run and, see very high volume, and then the next month see half of that happen, just because so much of it was kids. So know that you are not moving backwards. No, no, no. You are not defeated. You are not, no, none of that. It is very common. It happens. That's okay. But the beauty of it is you were able to snag one of those dang bonuses before it ends to even have the opportunity to now earn it back. You know what? You lose it for a couple months, who cares? You got to keep going, guys. What you can't do is, as soon as May 1st hits and there's no more bonuses to run after, what you can't do is now go sitting back to being a couch potato or watching your Netflix shows or, deciding that you're going to take a 2-week break or a 2-year break. Here's the deal, guys. This is why people always find themselves never getting anywhere because y'all are always stopping and starting because I call you fair weather bonus people. Y'all excited when there's a bonus or something to run after, but when there's no bonuses or nothing that you feel to run after, then y'all go hibernate for the winter like a bear. Like, here's the deal. The people that are going to make it in this industry and make it, they don't base their success around bonuses. They certainly don't base it around PPA, and they also don't don't only get motivated when a bonus is announced or something special. Y'all, I literally left $25,000 monthly income with my last company. Came over to Lavelle because Lavelle had the best comp plan in the industry, and that's before they ever had any kind of bonuses to ever run for in this industry. I switched and left a for sure income because I knew this comp plan was better. Our comp plan should be enough for every single person on this Zoom to wake up every day and run like their pants are on fire. Just getting to 12K, the pay of a 12K, the pay of a 40K, 200K, 80K, 4K, those things should motivate you every day because that pay is forever. Once you get to those ranks and maintain them, that weekly paycheck is going to come every single week with or without a bonus, right? Bonuses come and go. Bonuses are on top of. That's why it's called a bonus, right? More, extra. They run out. You cannot just decide to work when there's a bonus. Like the fact that we can help people earn $1,320 in their first 14 days should set y'all's pants on fire every single day. That you know that you can help a new person, somebody out there in this world, the lady next to you at the grocery store, the girl that just helped you at the bank, the guy that wants to stay home with his kids. Y'all should be so excited every day to help that next person be able to make that 1320. Now, if that doesn't excite you and we're the only compensation plan in all of network marketing that has that, I don't know what would. You know, I had somebody message me the other day and they were like, how do I get my team motivated? The bonuses, I was like, look, if all the money that was just on the line did not motivate them, there ain't nothing, girlfriend. Sorry, I hate to burst your bubble or break the news to you, but there is absolutely nothing that you're going to be able to say or do if what the compensation plan that Lavelle already has out there does not motivate a person. You can't do it, right? And remember, not everybody's motivated by money. You'd be surprised how many people are motivated by helping other people, by being a part of something, by the bigger picture. So figure out what that person's why is, right? That person that you're signing, those people on your team, what's their why? Because if their why might not be 12K or 4K or 40K, their why might just be I love getting on the Zooms and I love being a part of a team and I love helping people feel better. I'm just a customer signer. Like, find out what their why is and then help that person achieve that why. Fill that goal of theirs. Fill whatever feeds their soul. And if feeding their soul is just, helping out on the team and being part of team pages and being able to sign customers, guess what? We need everybody. Everybody makes up a team. And everybody will help you get to your goal, whether that goal is 4K, 12K, 40, 80, 200K, millionaire, whatever your goal is, you will need every person that comes onto your team to make that goal happen. Whether that person is someone that just wants to sit around and get on Zooms, or that person just wants to grab some free product, or that person just wants to sign customers, or that person just wants to be a 4K, or they just want to be a 12K. Every person on your team is just as important. 4Ks are just as important as 80s. 0Ks are just as important as people that want to thrive free. Like, there is nobody not more important. Anybody that plugs in and stays in contact with you and shows up is an important part of your team. Figure out where they want to go, where they want to be. Your job is to help them reach those goals, not your goal, their goal. And appreciate everybody and love everybody where they are because every little piece of the puzzle is going to help you get to your goal. That's the beauty of this industry. I mean, there's no other thing that you guys could do in this world that's like what we do here in Lavelle. No other job works like that. Most people are waiting for somebody to die or somebody to get fired so they can get a promotion. Not here. We're hoping people never leave. We're hoping we can help people reach whatever goal they achieve, because when we help others achieve their personal goals, our goals and dreams come true. Real life doesn't work that way. We're in, like I always say, when you join network marketing, it's kind of like Wizard of Oz where it goes from black and white to color. Like, you're opened up to a whole new world of, oh my gosh, like the world should work like this. This is how life should be. Like, why isn't, can you imagine what kind of business the real world would do if that is how people were treated? That if I help you succeed and if your goals and dreams come true, then I make more money or I get to my goals. Like, that's how the world should be. So we're all a part of something so special here. And you got to realize that you have your hands on business. The best business plan in all of network marketing is with this company. Still to this day, I just looked at like 3 comp plans last week that someone sent me. People are always sending me a new comp plan. Look at this. Tell me what you think. And every time in the first like 4 lines, Lavelle already beats it out because they don't have free product for people. They don't let customers and promoter earn their product free every month. They don't let promoters sign up free and never purchase anything. They don't let customers sign up free and start earning free product and never purchase anything. They don't have 1,320 in the first 14 days. It never. No one's been able to beat those things right there. Just those things make our comp plan obsolete and the best comp plan out there. So know what you have your hands on and know that, once these bonuses are over, you got one, great. You didn't get one, it's okay. Take a day, be mad, and then let's go, because there will be more. I've been doing this for 4.5 years. I mean, I can't tell you all the things Lavelle has done, but what I do know is they're never done. This won't be the last time they announce bonuses like this. It might be in 6 months, it might be in a year, but something like this will be back again. And my question to you is, will you be ready? Will you be ready? Will it be your time? You're always going to run into your time as long as you don't quit. So hopefully you guys are on that page. You're not giving up and you realize what's possible with Lavelle. And also, I think another big piece of the puzzle is for gratitude for those that did get one. It is a fine line. I get it, y'all. I mean, how many of y'all, let's be real in the chat, like tell me the truth. How many of y'all know someone on your team that got a bonus and you're happy for them, but when you heard they got one, you had this twinge of jealousy? Like, just a twinge of jealousy. You were like, well, dude, I get on Zooms all the time and I've only seen her on one and she just got a bonus. Or, well, that's not fair. She, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we start, right? We deserve it more than someone else. How did she get it? I've been in so much longer and that person's new and they just got $12,000. Like, you congratulated them because that's what you're supposed to do. But you really weren't that happy. In the back of your mind, you were thinking, oh, damn, I deserve one more than her. I'm nicer. I care about people more. I show up on the morning Zoom. I never seen her on one. Like, listen, it is completely, utterly normal to have those kind of feelings. We are human beings. But I will tell you that when you can get to a place where you literally, truly have feelings of gratefulness for where you are, right? And sometimes it's hard again to find that gratefulness because maybe you feel like you've been stuck forever. Or maybe you feel like, when is the last time I signed a customer that like ordered for more than a month? Or when's the last time I signed a promoter that VIP'd? Like, geez, what is happening? Like, sometimes we get so stuck in what's not happening that we are not grateful for what is. And yes, sometimes even in our business, when we're trying to think of things we're grateful for, we've got to dig. But at the end of the day, you guys, once I got to a place where I was truly, I'm talking deep down in my heart, truly grateful for those people that were doing well, even when I wasn't. Like, s- something magical happens. Like, once you get to that place, and it's, I still get like that. I am human. There's still people like, me and Chas were talking a couple weeks ago, and we're like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't get why everybody's so up in a roar about this other 200K. Like, we were like, we was audition. We're like, I just don't understand it. And then both of us had to check ourselves. We're like, you know what? We need to find out what she's doing. Like, I wonder what she's doing that we're not, or I wonder what we could learn from her. Like, sometimes you got to check yourself. It's okay to have those feelings, but I think then realizing, well, you know what? Maybe while I was on 50 Zooms this week, the reason she wasn't on Zooms is she was too busy signing customers and promoters. We're always trying to look for what another person isn't doing and that we deserve it more. But I think what the hardest thing to do in the world is look in the mirror and realize where you fall short. You know, Maybe this person hasn't been on a Zoom, but they've done 50 live videos this week, and you have never done a live video because you're too afraid. Like, it's about figuring out what those people are doing that are where you want to be, or moving faster, or in a different spot. And instead of being jealous, going, oh my God, that's amazing for her. She must be doing something I'm not. Let me go find out what that is. Think I'm going to get in their inbox. Think I'm going to ask them, hey, can you give me some advice? I think, oh, you know what? I really look up to her, and she's been, killing it lately. Oh, I see she's on this Zoom tonight. I'm going to hop on and see what tips she's got. Like, it's about flipping that script, because again, we're all human. It's not about the initial feeling you get when you have that twinge of jealousy, or that initial reaction to start, I don't know, throwing blame or throwing shade somebody's way. Because I did it. Like, I just caught myself doing it. But it's about recognizing it and then going, wait a second. Let's ask yourself a question here, Lisa. Are you talking this way because you're a little bit jealous? I think so. I think you're just a little bit jealous. I think in your heart of hearts that you ain't working this like you were when you were running to 200K. Like, there's a definite difference. So, you can't expect to be asked to speak on a Lavelle stage if you ain't done working your business the way you should. Like, it's just about, and actually that wasn't a thing. That was actually somebody else. But I'm just pointing out the different things that go through our minds, right? I've got some 200Ks and 80Ks that were in my inbox going, what do I got to do to be asked to get on a stage? How come I ain't asked to be trained a Lavelle trainer? Listen, y'all, Lavelle's pretty good at going off numbers, and they then you got to step up your game, right? Don't look at it and go, now I'm jealous of this, but what do I need to do to be better, right? Or if I want those things, then I've got to be willing to go above and beyond. And that's with everything in life. And it's not always fair. Life ain't always fair. Business ain't always fair. Somebody said something to me the other day. Oh my God, they were in my inbox, you guys, and I am going to be honest. I could not have said anything that this person was not bitching about. Y'all ever have that? Where you get a promoter and they'll say, well, I don't know what's going on, and this just doesn't work for me. And you'll give them a suggestion, and they'll go, no, I already tried that. I did that before. That didn't work. And then you give them another suggestion, and they're like, no, I can't do that because of X, Y, and Z. And then you give them another suggestion, and then they give you another excuse, and you give them another dude, it's exhausting, right? Sometimes, like, let me give you all a little tip. Do not get in the inbox of your upline and go with a complaint It's okay to complain up, but don't go with something and then every suggestion and thing they say to help you get out of that place that you're in, don't go, don't have an answer. Oh, I can't stand that. And this person was so negative about everything. Everything. Shipping sucks. I get that. Shipping does suck. Okay, you know what let's figure out a solution. Okay, what do you need me to do? I will send your customer whatever you need me to. Let's make up for what the company is lacking in right now, because guess what, Lavelle is not perfect. Okay, Lavelle is going to make mistakes growing to $3 billion, right? Like, Lavelle is gonna have some times where they fuck up. Excuse me, I did not mean to say that word, but they freak up. Okay, Lavelle is gonna beep. PG-13 Zoom. Hope no kids were in the room. Um, Lavelle is going to not be perfect. Like, and seriously, like what we are is we are there. Here, there's two different people on this Zoom. There's people that sit and complain and all they do is talk about the things that aren't happening and what's wrong and it's Lavelle's fault and it's my promoter's fault, it's my upline's down, it's my downline's fault. Or there's the person that is proactive. Those are the people you want on your team. Those are the people that don't sit around and wait for somebody 23 days later that didn't get their product yet. Dude, they were on day 5 going, hey, who's got product? Let's put it together. Let's get this to my person. They can send me product back later. Like, you've got to be proactive. You guys, you run your own business. You realize that, right? Every single person on here is 1099. You get problems going on in your team, get with your upline and let's figure it out. Don't wait until the customer is so stinking mad that now they want to quit. Why did you let it get that far? You've got to be willing to step in when Lavelle drops the ball. Lavelle is not perfect. Okay. Lavelle is going to make mistakes. But let me tell you what, it's the only place I want to be. I want you to think about any job you've ever worked in this world. Were they perfect? You know how many different restaurants I worked at through my life? Guess what? Sometimes the cooks suck that night. Sometimes it took an hour to get a food table their food. Sometimes I would spill the drinks. Sometimes the manager was an asshole. Sometimes the customer didn't tip you. You guys, I want you to think about every job you ever worked. Was it perfect? Did the job ever screw up? Did a customer ever have a complaint? They did. It did. Nobody's perfect. But guess what? I would rather be with an imperfect Lavelle than any other place on this planet. I would rather be with this imperfect company than another imperfect company. Your job, though, as a promoter, as a leader, is to look at a situation and not whine about it. Go to your upline, bitch for 5 seconds, and then say, okay, how do we fix this? And don't let things get so out of hand that now you're losing a customer or promoter over it. Why? Like, why did you let it get there? You get an issue, you got to recognize it right when something don't feel right, or it's taking a little bit longer than I think. Let's figure it out. Okay. Let's go the right route. Let's put in a ticket. If we don't like what they say, let's fix it. Let's us fix it. Because there's not one person on this team that if they were in my inbox telling me about a situation that I'm not going to get product out, that I'm not going to try to help. Like, most of our upline people are like that. But don't wait till you get to a point where you're in that message with your upline yelling and screaming at them and then saying, I'm quitting Lavelle. Lavelle sucks. It's all Lavelle's fault. Like, come on. At some point in your life, you have got to start taking responsibility for things. Every single one of you are 1099. Okay. It's not, you've got to be the best advice ever given to me in this industry was leaders are doctors of solutions. They're doctors of solutions. That's what you need to be if you want to be a good network marketer. You need to be a doctor of solutions. Problem thrown at you, solution. Figure it out. How are we going to do this? Let's talk it through. Like, there's always a way. You just have to talk it through. You may have to pull in some other people. Maybe you got to get some advice. Maybe you got to try a couple different things, but there's always a solution. So you're either going to fall in one of two categories: the whiner, the complainer, the person that
that's all they do and nothing's ever good enough and they don't want to try what you're saying and they've already tried that and it won't work. Or you're going to be the other person, the person that whines for a second, gets the hell over it, and now it's let's figure this out. And I will tell you that first group, they never go 200K. It's okay if you're on here and you're in that first group. I was in that first group before. Heck yeah. I've had to do a lot of self-development, y'all, to get here 12 years later. Like, I was so that chick that had road rage. I was also so the chick that would get on the customer service with some company and yell at the person that was just doing their job. Okay, like I've been there, y'all. I have been the person that blamed my upline, my downline, my sideline, and the company. I had to grow into the person that I am now. So it's okay if you're that first group. What I ask is that you be willing to learn and grow and open and get into that second group. Because the second group are the people that go 200K. The first group, you're going to stay stuck forever. You're only going to go so far with that kind of attitude. You'll only grow so far. You might get lucky, sign your 2 right people and go all the way to 200K. But if you have that attitude, you will never maintain it. You will never hold it. There will never be a millionaire award for you. I mean, it's just a decision. And, it's just like this morning's Zoom. Guaranteed somebody will be in my inbox. You hurt somebody's feelings. Somebody didn't like that, Lisa. I'm never getting on a morning Zoom again. You were too mean. Like, there's always going to be somebody that does not like what you have to say because people don't like truth. You give somebody truth and they run the other way. They think you're mean. No, I am being real. Because here's the deal. If I get on here and blow sunshine and rainbows up everybody's ass in the morning, and I never teach you anything, and I'm just like, yes, life is great, and everything you do and say is right, and you know what? Keep acting like a fool. You're never gonna go 200K. What would I be doing to help you grow your business if all I ever did was say, yep, you got it. Keep going, keep doing exactly what you're doing. Yep, keep acting like an idiot. Nope, go ahead and keep complaining. Yep, let's keep losing customers. Like, if I did that, you all would stay stuck. I have to be real with people. And that's the conversation I have with people is I get on the phone with them and I say, okay, do you want me to blow sunshine up your behind and tell you that you're right and everything's cool? Or do you want me to really tell you what I think so that you can grow and learn and get to where you want to go? It's just a decision. And then you've got to be able to take criticism. Every leadership book I've read, every book on team, every book on network marketing, one of the first things you'll read is you have to be able to take criticism. And I was not good at that. I don't like it. I don't like somebody telling me how to do it, what to do. Like, I don't think anybody on here does. I get that a lot. I didn't grow my own business for you to tell me how to do it. Look, you don't have to do it my way. I'm going to share with you what I would do. At the end of the day, it's up your choice to take that advice or not, right? But leadership and success leaves clues. I will tell you that. All right, so we're coming up on the top of the hour. If you're new, we do 100 Days to Brave. Go get the book if you want to. It's like super cheap. I think it's like $4.99. I saw it somewhere. But we've been ending out our mornings since we started with 100 Days to Brave. Well, I don't know. They're gonna have to think of a 200 Days to Brave or something because when it's over, like in 40 some days, we're gonna be done with our 100 Days to Brave. We're gonna have to think of something else to end our morning with. But I'm super excited because every morning we end our morning Zooms this way. And I got to tell you, there is never a time where what the lesson in that day is about does not coincide somehow with whatever we talked about. So it's the coolest thing ever. Who is doing that with us today?
I've got it.
Thanks, Tiffany. I'll let you take it over and do it.
No problem. We're on day 62. Don't be afraid. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. That's Joshua 1:9. Please don't let fear win. Being brave looks different for each person because each person has a unique call from God. What is the big question lingering in your heart that you don't know how to answer? Is it a question that you're too afraid to answer? It could be big, like a location change, job change, or a relationship. Should you pick up and move? Should you change career paths, even though you're well into your 50s? Should you pursue something romantic with that person you've been just friends with for 10 years? If the reason you don't say yes to any of those questions is simply, I'm afraid, then you need to seek the Lord and ask Him to help you be brave. And then answer those questions based on what He leads you to do. Connor didn't know when he said yes to playing baseball in his senior year at Vanderbilt instead of going to major leagues when he was drafted as a junior, that he would have the best year on the field off in Nashville, thus earning him a higher draft spot after his senior season. Ashley didn't know when she said yes to moving to Kansas City to be an intern at the International House of Prayer, that the man who would become her husband had done the same. I didn't know when I went on my first trip to Scotland that my life would be forever tied to that country and the people there. Friend, we cannot see the future. So when we take steps forward, we've got to say no to fear. God wants you to be strong and courageous. Why? Because He's got this. Your life, your plan, and your future. God cares about it, and He is with you. He is with me, and He is with us. Today's task is be brave. Where are you letting fear hold you back?
I love that. You guys answer that question. You know, we're coming into May, summer months, and we don't slow down. Like, now is the time where a lot of you guys that have grabbed bonuses, now you got to fill in that volume. Do not get sucked in by numbers, because if you do that, you're going to get depressed. You're going to get down. If you lose the bonus for a month or 2 months, if that's all you focus on, that's just going to dig you in a hole. Like, you cannot think about growth. That's it. Growth. Am I doing those right actions? Because if that is what you are putting all of your eggs into, put your eggs in that basket, the one that you're doing all the right things, and stay in the right mental frame of mind, and don't slow down. Don't slow down because there's no bonus to run after, or because you lost a bonus, or because you bummed that you didn't get it. Like, just keep going at that pace, because I mean, I remember one year Lavelle went and introduced bonuses again. They ended in May, just like they're about to, and they brought them back in October. Like, you don't know what this company is going to do, and you're never going to be prepared with it for it if you're not addressing those fears and getting a better attitude and getting consistent with this business. So, yay. Okay, we've got to give away a gift here. I just sent out so many gifts, you all. Oh my God, I think I sent out like 20 gifts. Who You know, I always do this on Mondays. Pat already knows. She's like, "Are you ever gonna pick me?" Um, and because Pat, you just won. Well, you're the first one that I just actually win. Yeah, there's the name. Pat, Ginter or Ginter. You know, I'm sure they say it both ways. I'm the biggest name botcher on the planet. But Pat, let us know what you want. Um, Coffee cup, gratitude journal, bracelet, plaque for your desk, whatever. We got it all. T-shirt. Yeah, let us know what you want. Get with myself or Brittany Hyder, your upline, you listen, if you guys have ever, I want to put this out there. If you have ever messaged me and I did not give you a thumbs up, which I never give a thumbs up, so I don't know why I said that. But if I've never given you, hey girl, got it, or if I've never acknowledged it, like if you sent me your name and address and what you wanted, that means I'm not seeing it. Y'all, I don't know what goes on with my phone, and maybe some of you guys have phones like this, but my others box and my spam, all of a sudden 50 things come through in one day, and they'll be from like 5 years ago. It's the craziest thing. So I did not get it or see it. If that is the case, because I don't want you sitting back in 2 months going, I never got my morning gift. That's BS. I want you to get with somebody and say, okay, Lisa didn't answer me, so she must not have seen this. Can you send it to her? Are you friends with her? Like, yeah, sometimes you have to like figure it out. So figure it out because I want to make sure you get your gift if you were picked. Thanks to everybody who got on this morning. Hopefully I wasn't too rough on y'all, but I definitely wanted to get the message out there because sometimes we've got to take those good hard looks in the mirror and then figure out, okay, these are some things we need to change about us. These are some things I need to do moving forward. And that's where you're going to create that growth and make it happen. So congratulations. I can't wait to meet so many of you guys. See you guys Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's going to be a blast. So excited for you guys to experience it. For the first time, those of you guys that are going for the first time, get ready. And I'm just excited because there's nothing like a conference to get you pumped up, motivated, inspired, encouraged. And just from what they said, new things are coming. That's exciting. I love when they introduce new stuff that can only help us grow and reach our goals even faster when they're coming out with products that are just insane. All right, we'll see you guys Wednesday morning. Be here, be square. I don't know who the hosts are Wednesday, but they'll be awesome. So be on. And don't forget to save this link and give it to your new people. This Zoom can't grow and people can't learn from it and plug into it when you're not telling them about it. So spread the word and let people know this Zoom is happening every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The link is always the same. Thank you guys. Thanks for recording. Brittany and Tiffany, thank you for the 100 Days to Brave. Thanks to all of you guys for hopping on every morning. Appreciate and love you. We'll see you guys Wednesday.